Men, what's the biggest green flag you've seen on a woman?
She knew I was broke, so for our second date, we got hot dogs at Costco. When it was my turn, she always suggested something Simplesh always made sure to bring a treat for my dog when she came over. She had never met my dad, but after learning about him from me over a few weeks, she bought him a very thoughtful gift. 14 years later, and I can't imagine being with anyone else.
We had been dating for about a month. I was 20 at the time and broke as fuck. One time she mentioned that she loved Rainforest Cafe, and so I saved up some money and took her up into the city. I had enough for what I thought the bill was going to be and not much else, so when I saw that it was $10 to park, I was heartbroken. I decided to park across the street at the McDonald's. She told me that she thought it was a bad idea, but smiled when I said it was fine. Well, car got towed, obviously. We found out where the impound lot was and walked 3 miles in the winter through a bad neighborhoods to get there, and used the emergency credit card she had to bail me out. She never threw being right in my face, was never scared or disappointed. On the way there was a moment where I was sure that this was going to end our relationship. I stopped on this bridge overlooking some train tracks. I remember her finding my hand and gripping it. At that moment I knew it was forever. I took her back to that bridge a few years later to propose, and here we are 25 years and 2 kids later. She is a fortress of love.
Someone who's kind to people when there's nothing to gain from it, like how she treats waiters or strangers. That always says way more than how she acts when things are easy.
I made lamb chops for her when we were dating. At the end, she dropped her knife and fork and picked up the chops to eat the remaining meat close to the bone. Not sexual in any way, just someone who really appreciated food in a primal way. She didn't even ask, "Hell yeah."
Back when I was single and doing the online dating thing, every single girl I met was late to the first date, without fail. 15 unique women, and all were at least 15 minutes late, except one. Not only had she beaten me there, but she already had a spot at the bar saved for us. It's a small gesture, but it meant she actually gave a shit about my time. That was 10 years ago, and now she's my wife.
For me, one of the biggest green flags is when a woman communicates clearly and honestly without playing games. It sounds simple, but it makes a big difference. A lot of problems happen because people expect the other person to just understand how they feel. When someone can just say what's on their mind in a calm way, it makes everything easier. Another thing is emotional stability. Not being perfect, but not turning every small situation into drama. Life is already stressful, so being around someone who brings a sense of peace feels really important. I also think kindness says a lot. The way someone treats strangers or people who can't do anything for them shows their real character. Overall, it's just about how they are on a daily basis. Clear communication, calm energy, and being a genuinely good person stand out more than anything else.